It's the world. I'm in P World. The truth about the Bill Clinton kid. Now, if you don't know about the Bill Clinton kid, the video game awards that happened recently, which we got the announcement of Death Stranding. Make sure I go check out my reaction to that because we big Death Stranding fans. I usually tune into the game awards, but I didn't this year because there's not anything I'll give a flying fuck about with video games because everything's fucking ass right now. I probably missed out on some great games though, but I did see this kid that got on stage, when they were accepting the speech for Game of the Year, and it was just weird. So I'm gonna figure out what's up with this kid. I don't even know this dude, but he's going viral as fuck right now.
As we all know, the Game Awards was a masterful event. There was so much going on. Like, for example,
Christopher Judge,
who voiced Kratos in God of War, did a speech that actually won the world record for the longest award speech given, lasting around 3 to 7 months. And also,
Damn.
who can forget that Elden Ring won Game of the Year with that kid randomly running up on stage to give a nomination to his Reformed Orthodox rabbi, Bill Clinton.
I want to thank everybody and say that I think I want to nominate this award to my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi, Bill Clinton. Thank you, everybody.
Now, everyone's talked about this. Everyone's done videos on it. You've seen the clip 100%, but no one has actually done a deep dive onto who this kid actually is. Now, me, with way too much spare time, I did that deep dive. I put on my fedora. I've even grown out a bit of facial hair here to, replicate a neck beard. And I did way too much looking into people's personal information, like anyone on Reddit would. Now, again, like I said, we've all seen the clip, and I'm sure you've also seen the follow-up of Jeff Keighley, the host and creator of the Game Awards, saying that shortly after, the kid got arrested.
Oh damn, they got him arrested.
That's probably the point where, for you, the story ended and you didn't look much more into it. Well, I do want to say that shortly after the Game Awards concluded, I had a random follower of mine tweet me a Discord conversation between the kid that went on the stage, apparently his friend's friend, and it was basically all planned from the start. Now, obviously, this is the equivalent of Cool Story Bro. Discord screenshots are some of the easiest things to fake imaginable, but the timestamps did match up, and apparently, at the time, you could join this Discord server, and people reported that, yeah, the time codes were right. This was planned beforehand. Now, obviously, this doesn't really confirm much apart from the fact that it was pre-planned, but like, of course it was. Do you see the bravado that kid had going onto the stage? He did 2 roles. He went on there acting like staff, ushering the Elden Ring team onto the stage, and then he did like the equivalent of a spy in TF2 switching their disguise to make it look like he was actually part of the Elden Ring team. You can even see in one of the screenshots the kid messaging his WhatsApp group saying, "I've been arrested." And apparently the kid at the time was using that alias, and here is a conversation apparently of what he was saying. "What award are you waiting for? Game of the Year. Okay, is chance still 10%? I think higher. Much higher. Can we get much higher?" So this was obviously planned out from the entire beginning. I'm surprised that there wasn't sleeping gas to knock the entire audience out like a Christopher Nolan film. Now, the big question that a lot of people were wondering is, the kid is a troll, that's obvious, but was what he was saying actually anti-Semitic?
My Reformed Orthodox Rabbi, Bill Clinton. Thank you, everybody.
Is
It was
he
kind of hard
Jewish?
to understand what he was saying. My Reformed
Why is everything nowadays about anti-Semitism all of a sudden?
Orthodox
Why
Rabbi
is
Bill
this
Clinton.
going on?
It kind of just sounds like word soup. Well, apparently not, because Jason Schreier, I'm pretty sure I'm butchering that surname, I'm really sorry about that, a reporter for Bloomberg interviewed the kid. Apparently his name is Matan and he's 15 years old, and him being 15, that kind of explains, why there was no mention of anything after the arrest. They obviously found out the kid was a minor, let him go completely scot-free, and then probably gave him a bottle of Logan Paul's Prime Hydration. Now, apparently Matan isn't actually anti-Semitic, but Jewish himself, and a bit of a Jewish prankster. At some points during the interview that Jason had with Matan, he would ask him questions in Hebrew. He would fully understand what that meant in Hebrew, but then kind of acted like he didn't, play dumb a little bit. Now, this kid, Matan, the one who went on the stage, he has been all over my TikTok For You page. I cannot escape him. For example, this clip of him at a school seemingly giving out a similar speech.
Hello, everybody. Today I want to talk about the political climate we live in today and how that affects our psychology. For example, we can take a look at a place like San Francisco.
I love as well how he has the exact same cadence as when he went on the stage. He wasn't putting on a voice or anything. He genuinely just sounds that dominating. Now, obviously, what most people do when they blow up overnight, they do a world tour of going onto every single person's podcast. It's like Liver King. You need to go on every single podcast to grow your brand. And that's exactly what Matan did. But what's interesting is some of the podcasts he went on, he actually got asked what he thinks of Kanye.
how you feel about Kanye?
I think Kanye is a really interesting guy. I would obviously denounce what he said on Judaism. I'm
Yeah.
a Jew myself. I'm not anti-Semitic. I'm actually wearing his shoes today, and a lot of people noticed that yesterday.
Oh shit.
But I would like to say about Kanye, obviously, I think that even though what he's saying is anti-Semitic, he he should not talk bad about Bill or anything else. And I think that I'm glad that he has not gone too far down the path.
Down the path. Okay, okay.
Now, the big question still in the room, like, why did he go onto stage and why did he, like, nominate Bill Clinton? Is it a jab at Bill Clinton? Is he supporting Bill Clinton? Well, less than 12 hours ago, he retweeted this. It's Bill Clinton getting an honorary doctorate from the University of Haifa, which is an Israeli university. And now everyone in the comment section is calling him a time traveler because he basically predicted this. Now, like I said, he did loads of interviews. He actually went on with a Twitch partner.
So y'all don't think shit like this is staged or planned or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at this point,
called Games Cage, and parts of this interview are just completely unhinged.
I just need you to go back. I need you to sit down, just play. Do you play video games?
No,
Wait, so what? Wait, you don't play video games?
no.
so why was he there?
So you just went to the Game Awards without playing video games?
Right, you know, I thought that it was a lot more important that I would spend my time planning on sending a message like I did than spending my time
Right.
playing video games.
What the? Okay, do you know what Elden Ring is?
Right, you know, I played it maybe like 5 minutes. I got tired and
Okay.
I started planning.
Okay.
So the kid admits he never plays video games, and he's played about 5 minutes of Elden Ring, and then he got bored. You know what I love so much? Why do this at the Games Awards? Did he have like a strategy plan where he looked at every single expo of the year and which one had the lowest security? It was probably the Games Awards that won because he walked onto the stage and didn't have any problems.
Do you know what that game is? Do you know what Genshin Impact is?
I've heard of it.
Okay. Do you know what Sonic Frontiers
trolling.
is?
Okay, yeah.
Which one do you think is better?
I haven't played either, but if you want a reliable opinion, you should probably go to somebody with more knowledge than me, such as Reformed Orthodox Rabbi.
No. Listen. If you had to play one, Sonic Frontiers or Genshin, which one do you pick?
It would depend on Bill, well, which one is in the mood.
So he's gone from someone who's doing a little bit of trolling to a dedicated Bill Clinton stan. Finally, presidential stans. I am so happy. It's actually insane that you have presidential stans. Next, you'll be telling me that there'll be like Minecraft stans or something. It's Minecraft stan? Come on. A couple years ago, he appeared on InfoWars, and he looks about 4 years old. Now, you're probably wondering what that interview was in
Why the fuck, yo, who is this kid, bro? Why is he on InfoWars and he's like 7?
And he looks about 4 years old. Now, you're probably wondering what that interview is in context to. Well, this is going to bring the whole story in full circle, I promise you. I don't know if you guys remember, but a couple years ago, there was an NBA game. And during a lot of sports games, what the cameramen like to do, apart from actually, film the players playing the game, they film the audience to get their reactions. For example, in the World Cup, a couple days ago, there was a match between England and France. If you filmed the audience in France, they were cheering and screaming because they all paid off the referee. And then the England team was full of tears and depression and crying because there was no alcohol to drink to cope, and they couldn't hit their wife when being filmed because they'd probably get a suspended sentence. Now, this NBA game I'm talking about was also filming the audience, and you can see Matan as a little kid up on the stage, and he's waving this LA shirt, begging to get their attention, thinking it's some like free shill or promo. And as soon as he sees the cameras on him, he drops the shirt and he picks up a shirt saying free Hong Kong. And you can see the sheer panic of the cameraman try to move the camera in any kind of direction as quick as possible because he knows he's gonna.
Yeah, but like, why does this kid have even at that age, like, why does he have that capacity to troll at that level in about something that was so sensitive at that point in time with the NBA and Hong Kong and all of that shit, bro? How
Gonna lose his job. So even at a young age, this kid was just always a massive troll. The question is if he's doing it on his own, like his own volition.
That's what I'm saying.
Or if it's more of kind of like a little Tay thing. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, like somebody's got to be like an older brother or somebody, like, cause I'm just thrown off about the age of it, bro. This has to be some like planted shit, bro. Industry plant troll or something, bro. Come on, yo. Come on, bro.
Little Tay, the little girl that was going around saying, this bed costs more than your rent. And it was just obvious that her parents put her up to it. And then the parents realized that she was in way too deep and they pulled her out so she could have a normal childhood. It might be a situation like that where the parents are egging him on, but something like that we'll probably never really know. The scariest thing is, he is 15, right? And already such a major troll. What would he be like in 10 years? He'll either be the CEO of Twitter or probably running for president. I do want to say I've done a lot of digging into this and it's really interested me. So you know what? You know what? I'm going to put a bounty out there, all right? 100,000 likes on this video, which you will never get because we usually average around 20,000 likes. It will never get it. It will never hit this. But 100,000 likes, I'll reach out to Matan and interview him. Honestly, he's already reached out to me on Twitter. So setting up an interview will be incredibly easy. So 100,000 likes on this video and I'll interview the kid. I'll do it. I will do it. It won't hit 100K. If we're lucky, this video will hit 50.
All right, he knows damn well the video is going to hit 100K. Man, that's just crazy, bro.
Can just get famous completely overnight. I've been to like every degenerate corner of the internet and everyone is basically cheering this kid on. Like the fact that he went onto the stage. I mean, I will admit him taking away from Miyazaki and Elden Ring is a bit of an L. I don't really agree with that. I think it was a little bit like rude. But at the same time, it is kind of funny. It is very, very funny.
Man, keep y'all eyes on this situation, man. I don't know. It's just kind of crazy, bro. I don't know what to say, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all holler at me in the comments. Let me know y'all thoughts. Until next time, it's P World.